sexy souls, welcome back to my channel. So as you can see, we're doing pick a card today. I just want to mention before we get into this, I am taking bookings for August. I'm taking pre-recorded readings, which will be recorded in this kind of a style. So they're 20-minute question, or a 20-minute reading for one question. And I'm also doing Zoom readings, so if you would want to book, the link to my website is down below. And if you can't find the description box, because I know sometimes people struggle on the phone, I can post the link to my website down below if you need it. But yeah, today we're going to be looking into what wisdom is coming your way to assist you on this new cycle of your life. And yeah, this is, you can choose one of the cards. This is group number 1, group number 2, and group number 3. And yeah, without any further rambling on, we're gonna get into the reading. Okay, hello group number 1 who chose this oracle card. So this is going to be the main focus. We'll see how the tarot plays out, but so you guys have gotten love, so we'll leave that there for now, and we'll just get into the reading and see what cards kind of circle this energy, this focal point for the reading. So the reading is talking about what wisdom will come your way, and for you it seems to be a big focus on love. So I am also sort of focused on the color pink as well, and the throat chakra. As you can see, it looks like she's holding some rose quartz to her throat. So maybe recently some of you have worked a lot on your heart, and now you are learning to express yourself in a more loving way, which requires a lot of learning about boundaries and how your spirit sort of wants you to communicate to those that you love the most. It's this new form of questioning why people are the way they are around you, and how this complicates things for you. I feel like the question you need to start asking yourself is, how can I love people who don't even know how to love themselves? That's sort of what I'm picking up on just to begin with. But yeah, we'll get into the good old tarot now. So, get any messages. Okay, that card didn't want to fall. Okay, 9 of Wands. I'll show you the card. 9 of Wands. Seriously? Looking directly at that card, as you can see. But we will pull some more first. Instantly what I'm getting is that you had to really go down into the depths of your own meaning of what stability is for you, and how do you see that affecting the people around you. Are they giving you that feeling of security right now? And if not, it's telling you to kind of look a little bit deeper into why that is. Why are certain things not going the way that you had planned? It's like you're trying to see the light at the end of the tunnel. You know that love conquers all, and you know that by holding a vibration of love, that things do get better and things do expand. And it's almost like you've been running on empty for quite some time recently, but this is because you are getting ready to start expanding your truth and sharing that with people that are ready to hear it. So this might be a new version of love for you, and it might be requiring you to take a different direction than just, going straight ahead, because I feel like that's something that you've been doing in regards to creating an environment that is feeling quite safe, but in reality I think that the people that you have around you right now don't really know how to see where you have come from, and they don't really fully understand it yet. So you're learning how to express that to them, and it's all to do with boundaries. It's all to do with getting outside of here's another telescope, Page of Wands, okay? And I basically just said that with the page, it's a learning experience, okay? And this Page of Wands, I always get the feeling that they are sort of ready for a fight. And you might have noticed recently that you feel like the minute someone sort of questions how you see the world and how you are trying to look a little bit too, sometimes I feel like you're looking a little bit too deeply, and that's not a bad thing. It's actually sort of helping you realize what your triggers are, because the more you focus on one thing, it manifests quite quickly for you to learn the lesson quite quickly, because the Page of Wands doesn't have a lot of patience. They want to know then and there. They want things to happen quite quickly, but they must learn the art of patience. And even though you might seem cool, calm and collected, you just want to get things going. You want to get things moving again. You want to start feeling connections on the inside like never before. It's just like you've opened up a lot, but you're not understanding why people outside of you aren't opening up just yet. So I feel like here we're learning boundaries, we're learning how to communicate again on a different level of consciousness now, because you're more aware of certain habits and patterns that you were doing before. But now, because we're thinking again towards the throat chakra, the throat chakra is about learning when to talk and when you're needed to talk, rather than just sharing your truth every now and every minute you can get, okay? There's a level to this as well with throat chakra. It's a difficult one, because we think it's all about speaking our truth and speaking out and saying what we think this person needs to hear because we love them, but we don't get to choose what they should hear because it's their journey. So patience is a difficult one when you want to start welcoming love back into your life again, okay? The Four of Wands. Now, when I get this card, I always think on friendship. I always think on sisters as well. But what I'm truly feeling about all of this is that just by helping around the home without complaining, without moaning that you have to take out the trash, without moaning about the little silly things that we tend to get annoyed about, is going to sort of, I feel like you have people in your life that just kind of want you to do nice things for them, because at the minute they they don't really know how to feel safe in their own self at the minute. They don't know how to feel safe around you. They don't know if they'll say the wrong thing, because they truly, with the this is a lot, Four of Wands, okay, a lot of fire, we have a lot of passion, we have a lot of enthusiasm, okay, so you might be feeling called to be someone who can give a lot of relationship advice. You also might be feeling like you know and you've mastered something in regards to love and expressing your love, and unconditional love. You might have the feeling that you really, really have got it down to a T now, but really you're just sort of at the minute projecting your experience onto those who don't share that experience with you just yet. Okay, it's like you're one step ahead, because you know, in this card here, as you can see, there's one girl up there and she's kind of just getting on with it, and the other girl she's kind of she feels to me a little bit lost, like she's looking at a photograph or something here, and she's kind of remembering the past, where for me, you feel like the one up here that's kind of just getting on with it, okay? Or it could be vice versa, but I think someone here is finding it hard to forget certain things. Could be something that maybe you did, or it could be something that they're feeling a little guilty about, or they're missing someone, or something along those lines. But you have to just let this person stand up on their own 2 feet, because with the Four of Wands there, it's about getting stable, okay? Like that lady in the yellow dress, she's quite stable. She's even balancing on one leg because she's confident in what she's doing, whereas the other girl sort of feels like she's sort of just there. She's not really present. But by you stepping up and taking action in the home, you share this new energy of, even though you're not ready, I'm going to change things for the better. I am hearing some of you could be living with a housemate or something, and you might notice that they're quite down in the dumps, but they will need you in time, okay? So, whoa, card just came flying out, and I take it it's going to be reversed. Yes, it's the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so this person that you might be dealing with is not really ready to commit to something right now, is not really ready to take the next step, or maybe this is a partnership, a romantic partnership that sort of is going through its little bumps right now. Again, I am picking up friendship as well for some people, but now with the Ten of Pentacles, it's like I really feel that they're sort of the people that you're dealing with at the minute, they're sort of regretting things that they didn't do in their own life, and they're trying to figure out, okay, well, what is next for me? And I feel like you are enthusiastic and you really want to help them get back on track, but I just really think that it's just not the right time. So what can you focus on right now? I think one of the things that I'm hearing that you can focus on is trying to take a step back and getting a little bit more in touch with your own ideas again. Okay, your own ideas, that because I feel like you have a lot of ideas, but getting in touch with them and writing them down, or going out and meeting people and just talking to, you could even just talk to like strangers like that you meet in a restaurant or a bar or wherever it is, or just in the park or something, by the bench. Anything like that would really help you kind of vent. I think you need someone actually to talk to about like what you're going through, because I feel like at the minute you're not being heard, and it's just because you have to be willing to have people not listen to you, to know what it's like to basically go through what this person's going through on the other opposite end of it. Okay, because you're always wanting to help, and you're really wanting to like push certain things sometimes to get them back on their feet, but in reality you're just pushing them further away. Okay, so let's see anything else here. We have the Knight of Pentacles. I'm going to show you in a second. And the Ten of Cups. Okay. And the Three of Cups. Okay. Okay, this is the combination that we have here. So we have the Knight of Cups, the Five of Cups, okay, and the Ten of Cups. So by just you getting on with the things that you must kind of just take responsibility for in the home, and just realize that you have to kind of kick it up a notch. It might feel like such an effort. It might feel like something that you know you have to do, sort of, but you don't really want to do it. You kind of just want things to happen quickly, because with the Knight of Pentacles here, it's like you're sort of motivated now because you have certain things that you have acquired, certain lessons that you've learned, and you've already sort of left behind the Page of Pentacles, which is like the Page of Pentacles, like stuff was still a little bit messy, things weren't really organized, it was just the beginning. Whereas now you feel like you're motivated and you want to start practicing different things that you've learned, but you're sort of a loner there who no one will really appreciate. But really what's happening is, by taking the time to just be in this space of the unknown, the void energy, you'll soon come to realize that all of this time these two cups were behind you. Okay, and usually I like to see cups behind, and we have the Ten of Cups, but this is going to be a quick and fast transition that you're going to be quite shocked at how quick things will change once you kind of just take a breather and slowly just get back into the routine of what the other person sort of expects of you. You know, sometimes we just have to bite the bullet. But yeah, that's what I'm getting. I hope this is making sense for someone, because I don't even know what I'm talking about right now. I'm going to pull one of these. Okay. And we have the Magician. Is it? Well, it's not the Magician, but I always think on the Magician. Okay, we have insight, magical tools, writing and star crafting. Okay, I think you are very talented, and I think that this is sort of, look, again, we're looking at the cloak here, for here, you're wearing a cloak here. I think that you are quite the magician. You are someone who has got a lot of ancient wisdom that is very much wanting to be written down, is what I'm hearing, or wanting to be, you know, with the Knight of Pentacles here, I think you've even thought about it. You've been thinking to yourself, I need to be sharing this. I don't know how to share it. I don't know where to start. I don't really know what to do with it, but I know that I have a pen, I have paper, and that's a good place to start. That's basically what I'm hearing is, if you like to write, start writing. Start writing things down. As you write, you will let go of certain things, and you will also shift and change the reality around you. So whatever sort of writing you want to do, it's getting the right words out on paper is going to what's going to bring things back into alignment in your life, and you're just going to have so much motivation again, because what you feel like you're writing is sort of channeled, okay, and it's going to start to feel like your story is making sense, no matter how crazy it feels to everyone else. Your story is going to start making sense when you take it seriously and start believing that you have all the gifts that you need. As well, with the Ten of Pentacles, you might be someone who wants to do tarot. You might be someone who wants to have a lot of practice in, but not everyone is that up for it. But, you know, this is part of the process right now, is learning how to love people for where they're at, and you just kind of get on with your own shit, and through that you will be the master at what you do, because when you learn that lesson, you'll be able to teach that to someone else. Okay, so it's like you've always got a little bit more insight into what the universe is trying to tell you before anyone else, and this is a great gift to have. Sometimes I feel like that's me, and I think most people who would say they're a gifted child from the minute they came in here will say the same, that, you know, they've always kind of been one step ahead of everyone else, and that's exactly what I'm feeling here from this reading. So I hope you enjoyed that, group number 1, and leave a comment down below if you want, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye. Okay, hello, group number 2. I chose this oracle card. So you have got Sacred Purpose, Eternal Flame, Ancestral Legacy. I really love this card. So instantly what I'm picking up from this is that I feel like the times that we're in, you are sort of starting to feel that something is getting a little bit closer and closer and closer. I think that you're also feeling like, obviously this is has a lot to do with that feeling you've always had of, like, a lot of people in the spiritual community will say, I feel like I was here to do something big. I feel like I have a very important mission. Now, if you're one of those people who hasn't found their purpose or whatever, it's because you hold a lot more ancient wisdom than a lot of the people that are spiritual gurus of today. And this flame, this eternal flame, is only activated in the right form of consciousness, which people like to say the 5D. Okay, and this is exactly what I'm feeling here. You had a lovely little moth friend come in there, and the moth is, I consider it the death card, to be honest, because it represents like a transition. It's eating my ring light right now. And we're also quite focused on the light that's in her hand. So if we put all of what I just observed right now into consideration, this is a good sign to let you know that this is exactly what is happening. You are and I don't really like moths, to be honest. They freak me out, and there's one, it's fluttering around me, but I feel quite calm. So I feel like that's something as well that you acquire, or that you have, is you have the ability to make people feel quite calm around you. So you're just someone who is holding the space, as we like to say, for right now. But I wouldn't think that you're going to have to wait too much longer for you to start noticing. I think you've already started noticing that everything that has happened in your life thus up until this point has all been for exactly the type of things and ideas that people are talking about the future, about what the future will hold, and how it's going to be the golden age, and blah blah blah, and all of these things. You're kind of like, I believe it when I see it sometimes, but it's because I feel like you're quite fed up with a lot of the stuff that people are saying, because the thing about it is everyone serves a purpose, and right now there are some people who are awake to some extent, but not as awake as you are, because being awake is inside. It's not what you prove on the outside. You can have all the crystals of the day, you can have all the techniques of the day, but if you're not someone who can heal by just being around people, by just having people talk to you, then you're not fully getting it. You're kind of at a different level. However, you're not. You have a big purpose, and you will find out exactly what that is in divine timing. I don't like to say that word, but this is a general reading, so yeah, we'll just start with some tarot. We're going to use the True Black Tarot. Okay. First card we have is Destiny. When I look at this card as well, it's like you are literally pulling from the universe. You are weaving. You are the creator of your own reality, and you know that it is your destiny to be here in the times that we are in, because this is the sort of reality that you always knew you were here to experience, but you just don't fully know why. And you have a lot of protection from your ancestors, because when I think on the string here, it's almost like the line, the lineage of your ancestors, and how they feel like they are within you. You feel like all of this knowledge, it must be coming from somewhere, but you just don't know where it's coming from. So part of your wisdom is just believing that there is something bigger than you that just pulls it into your existence, pulls it into your consciousness when you need it in that moment, and in that experience of when you're sharing something with someone, or you literally cannot force. You're the type of person, if you try something on someone, it won't work if it's being forced upon them. You have to wait for the person to come and say, hey, I'm really struggling with this issue, can you come? There we go, we have the Page of Pentacles. The Page here is the type of people that I feel like you are constantly helping, okay? You're helping these people that just swing from branch to branch, from tree to tree, not really knowing what they want in life, where they're going, and you're sort of their guide in a way. And to you it can get a little bit frustrating at times, because you're just like, you already tasted that golden apple, why do you need to go after another one? And I feel like you've made your mistakes as well through learning this. You've learned that you have to just be happy with what you have, because for some reason you're waiting and waiting and waiting for a big reason, and it will be when the golden age, when that energy starts to come into the world, when abundance starts to be more noticeable, when people start to realize that, wait, something's different here. Things are shit, but they're also not shit. What's happening? You're starting to notice that. And these people that are still just swinging from tree to tree, chasing after the golden apple from day to day, you just are like, why are they not seeing the bigger picture here? There's that moth again to come and say hello. He's literally staring at me behind over here. Hello. He's not really an average, he looks weird. Literally looks like an alien to me. And when I look at this card, I think on aliens. So maybe you're someone who really likes that kind of topic. But again, look, they're sitting on a golden globe. This is the golden earth. This is the golden age. This is the consciousness that's starting to adapt to what once was. What we are remembering in our soul. It's being activated, and you're the one that is here to activate that for them. You are the one that is going to be helping people awaken the intuition that will grow in a way that like it'll just manifest day after day. The more that you work on making sure that your energy is at top notch. When your energy is overflowing with self-love, that's when you can kind of rise up like this dove, and you can see how to share this flood of love. And now we are even going through times where there is a lot of flooding, and there is reasons, and the dove has to do with releasing the innocent and the innocence. And this flooding of love, okay, is not what we expect, because in order for us to learn how to love in a new way, we must realize that with every new beginning there has to come some sort of a sacrifice. Now you're learning the things that people will be learning for years to come. You're already, let's just say, you're already activated. You just don't, the way I like to put this is, you are the airplane before, okay, you're the airplane before there's even an airport. That's how I like to put it, okay? You are you're the driving instructor before there's even a car. Before cars were even existed. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, you know that something is needed of you. Wow, Ace of Pentacles. Golden age all over. So if you've been that person that's chased after the gold, okay, and you've always kind of just been, you know, your average Joe. I'm Joe, hi. Sorry. Your average, I never say that. But maybe you heard it in your life before. Yeah, the average Joe. This was kind of me as well, to be honest. And you tried and failed and tried and failed and tried and failed. What's happening now is this ancient ancestral wisdom is waiting, and there's a big old X there. That might ring a bell for some people watching this, but there will be abundance coming in. You've got 2 aces. The more that you love, the more abundance you will acquire, and it all starts with yourself. So this is a very deep spiritual and personal journey, and you've already been doing that inner work, but this is just a little extra bit of motivation to say that your higher self and your guides and everything are very proud of how far you've come. You've really put up with a lot of failure in life, and you've just got on with it. You just got back up again. Okay? And this swinging from tree to tree is what a lot of people in society are doing, and you had to kind of see what's kind of going on with other people in order to understand that the only way to get by in life is to be grounded, is to be understanding of what this all means. Okay? Now, understanding that is another whole rabbit hole, because what do we really understand? I don't think we understand a lot, but that's the beauty of this awakening, okay? And yeah, I'm going to pull, I actually chose this oracle deck for you because I seen the oracle card of this, and I was like, okay, this is the perfect time to use my I don't know what the name of this deck is, but it's to do with ancestors. Now, this might not resonate with everyone, whatever card I pull, but there will be a message with it, so I'll just put it there. Whoop, crap. Okay, let me put that. Let me see. Wow. Siesta, recharge, and rest. Look at that. It says take time out. Okay? You are of something ancient. This is giving me, I don't know what this card is. This is giving me like you were here before, during the times of when all of this biblical sort of shit happened before. You're back here again. We're in biblical times, as I like to call it. And this is why everything is so familiar, but it's also frustrating, because you're like, am I here again? Am I doing this again? And I feel like some of you that will resonate with, you're like, yeah, I am doing this again, but this time I'm not going to live in fear. I'm going to just take time out. I'm going to recharge, I'm going to rest, and I'm going to observe, because observation is the best way to learn. When you are patient and you just observe, you get it right. You don't make mistakes, because by constantly giving yourself the time to charge up again, which is what this is all about, by doing that, by actually bathing, what's the word? Submerging, there you go. By submerging yourself in like in the pool or the ocean, it's going to really help you connect as well with your intuition. So I think a lot of your knowledge and wisdom will come from the water, and it will also come from wearing a lot of white robes, I feel like, as well, because the dove there, I think, like, treating yourself like royalty, to whatever that means to you, is what you should do. If you want to take some time out to go to a hotel and get into one of those lovely white robes, oh my god, and just like have a spa day. That's what you should do. That's what you should do, because that's where the real wisdom is going to come from, is through realizing that, you know, something could happen tomorrow. We never know. And it could just take you down another whole learning curve of more responsibilities and more things to kind of get through. Whereas like the universe is like, everything is going to be okay for you. You've done a lot of your work already, and right now these times are not necessarily for you to be involved in. They're more of you to just kind of be chilling out over here and observing everyone on the outskirts of what's actually going on, okay? So I hope that made sense to everyone. And I was going to pull some more. Let me pull. What is it, I want to ask, what is it that's special about you that your higher self wants you to know about? Okay, we have the Queen of, whoa, fucking, sorry, that Queen of Swords. Okay, just flung out. Can we get a message, please? Whoa, there we go. What's that one? Okay. We have the Page of Pentacles again. Okay, I don't know what this card was. Oh, it's the Queen of Swords, yeah. Okay. So, I think that you're right. Okay. So, with the Queen of Swords here, okay, I feel that you've gotten to this point where nothing really phases you anymore, and you don't need to put up any walls with anyone anymore. You don't need to protect yourself, because you clearly know what's up. You know that everything that you are thinking is correct. Everything that you know to be true for yourself right now is correct. You don't doubt where you're going in life. You just don't fully understand why it's not looking the way that you, because she's wearing the crown, your crown chakra, the information that you're getting in, you can't even make it up. You don't understand like where it's even coming from. It just comes to you so naturally, and you look at these people here and you're like, what are you doing? Okay, so you're looking at these pages, you're like, what are you doing? Come on, I told you already, that's not what you should be doing. You should be focusing on yourself, not on these materialistic things that could just disappear overnight. You're really, really wise, and it's exactly why your higher self is kind of saying, it's exactly why people will listen to you in the future. They just need to see that things are not what they seem, basically. So with the Three of Pentacles here, I honestly, the energy that I'm getting from this is you are also the type of person to learn through listening to conversations, and basically you're kind of an eavesdropper, because I think that your higher self wants to basically say here that sometimes the information that you need is not necessarily where you might look, okay? And what I mean by that is, by observing again, on looking at this card again, by observing things on the outside, so in the dark, in the little corners of the room where you might eavesdrop and hear people's conversation, it's a way of telling that where people are at in their journey, or where people are at in their work life as well, because I feel like there's a lot of this has to do with work. So I feel like a lot of you are waiting for that perfect career change to come and approach you. Yeah, and with the Page of Pentacles here, because of this Page of Pentacles is from the Rider-Waite, obviously, and this is kind of how it should be. This is just my take, but that one there, it's not. I'm just picking up a different vibe from it this time. I don't know. I just am. But here with this Page of Pentacles, and it's behind it being the Ace of Cups, I think that the universe is showing you very, very slowly different skills that other people have that you might want to take on and sort of teach them. It's like you're wanting to focus on people who are trying their best, okay, that are working from the heart space, okay, they're working from a place of love. You're wanting to help them. And I think that by keeping an open mind and keeping an open ear and listening rather than really blocking people out, okay, because sometimes the Queen of Swords is just like, I just can't be bothered with this bullshit, like what? So it's not saying you have to, put up with certain things, but just listen every now and again, because you'll hear your higher self talk through people. You'll be thinking of something and then you'll hear someone say it, and that'll be your cue to go in and get yourself involved in this conversation to then help this person see their worth. Okay? See their worth, because you have a higher perspective, and help them with whatever it is that they are trying to work on, career-wise. And in turn, the universe will reward you. The universe will see your act of kindness and service to others in helping them get on their feet, helping them realize their gifts, and how that their gifts, when they're following their dreams, can make them a lot of abundance. You, in turn, will then be rewarded by the universe. So you are a people's person. But it's just time now to realize that you are a people's person, but you're also here to help a lot of people. A lot of people need your help, okay? So, yeah, I hope that this reading helped someone. And if it did, please leave a comment down below, and I will talk to you all in the future. Goodbye. Okay, hello, group number 3. Welcome to your reading, and we're going to look at what wisdom is coming your way, what new knowledge, what new things are going to be accessed through your higher self. So yeah, this is the card that you chose. Dun, dun, dun. You got best possible decision. Okay, it says Artemis, goddess of the bow, the bow. I don't know. Help me see what must be known. And I swear I did not choose that card, like out of the deck. It's actually the one that came out. The thing that I'm getting from this is, I think the thing that I was hearing just now is that whatever is happening right now, you're going to be very proud of how godly you're going to start to feel, because I feel like you've made a lot of mistakes that you're not so proud of. You should never see a mistake as something not to be proud of, because every mistake makes you into who you are. So yeah, anyway, don't think I need to rant on about that, but we're going to start realizing that things are going to start opening up for you in regards to where it is you want to go with your life. So I feel like a lot of opportunities are going to start opening up for you, but you have to really think very clear about what is the best possible decision for you to make. There's something about your style and your way of approaching the mysterious things in life that people are going to be very drawn to. They're going to be like, you're unique. There's something so unique about you. Whereas before, you might have always felt like an outsider, someone that just was a little too airy-fairy or woo-woo or whatever the word you want to use for the people that were in your life when you were a teenager, let's say. Not so much a child. I'm not feeling so much as a child you really paid attention to much of that shit. But as a teenager and into maybe your early 20s as well, you just were like, what is the point in all of this? But now I think that you're starting to realize that everything is kind of coming full circle, but this time it's like you've healed so many things that what's the worst that could happen now? And I think that this is a good way to feel. I feel like you've fully healed a lot of being a victim to the universe, let's just say, okay? Because you're like, I see that what was trying to be done here was all about making me see how good I am at what I do. And whatever it is that you do, people are going to want to hear a lot more about it, okay? Going forward. So, with the wisdom, this is going to be kind of based on what is the best possible decision for you to make, okay? In a few areas of life, let's maybe say. Okay, the first card we have is the Hanged Man, okay? So we're not in the age of Aquarius yet, but I just heard this is the dawning of the new age, basically. Because, you know, there's a lot of people who are in the new age, but they're not really in the new age because they're still doing the Hermit reversed. They're still doing there we go. Hermit reversed is basically saying there are people who think that they're awakened and they clearly just are not. And you are finding yourself kind of stuck in the middle here. Of like the old world and the new world. You're like, I don't really know what to take with me and what to let go of. You're sort of confused about what this whole spiritual journey is about. And to be honest, let's just get Ace of Cups in the same place as group number 2. Okay, except this Ace of Cups is like a portal. The water that's kind of going up through this is almost like a vortex, okay? So this is partly to do with, hold on, I'll just pull the last one. Okay, we have the 10 of Pentacles as well, okay? So let's just get into this, okay? And at the bottom of the deck we do have the Lover's card. So I think that you are attracting in a new love into your life, but it's just not, you're just not sure about it just yet. Let's just say that, okay? You're just not sure about why you don't know what to do, okay? Because obviously you don't know what the best decision is, okay? So I feel like with the Hanged Man here, I'm getting a sense that for such a long time you've sort of restricted yourself from taking on anyone else's beliefs You kind of just made everything, you made every decision on your own, and that's exactly what you should be doing. And you're also kind of hiding away for right now, and I don't think that that's a bad idea. I think that if you were to, you know, do what society is trying to get back to normal and do, okay, like get a job and do all the, like, this is the trick right now. It's getting back to normal it feels like a trap. It's like, are you actually going to go back to normal? Are you actually going to do the things that you weren't happy doing? Is that what you're going to do? Because if you do that, you choose to go back, and it's going to take a lot out of you. But you're not doing that, because you have the Ten of Pentacles right here, okay, and you also have the Ace of Cups there, which means that part of you has already ascended in consciousness through looking after the things that matter to you the most, okay? And it's not really about doing what people want you to do, it's about doing what you love. And that is why you're attracting people in that love what you say and love what you do as well, okay? With the Hermit being the card reversed here, I feel like this is just the external world. You might just feel that communication with some people is like talking to a wall, and you're like, you know, you might have a lot of spiritual people around you, but you're like wondering where they're actually getting their information, because it sounds to me in my head that the conversations that you have don't really get anywhere. It's like people go round and round in circles, and you're just like back to here. You're back into your own perspective again. You're like, what is going on? How am I supposed to move on in life when the people that are surrounding me don't even know what this is all about, why we're here, what we're doing, okay? So I think that something that you know deep down in your soul is that in order to be happy, you have to go back to how it used to be in the olden days, or in the days when everyone was happy and they didn't have a care in the world. The children were running in the back. Everyone was just having a great old time, enjoying the sun, enjoying nature, enjoying food, and going down to be by the river as well. But as we are entering into so in Skystrology, we're entering into the last little bit of Pisces, and Pisces is very spiritual energy anyway. So this is why this Hermit card is reversed here. This is why all of these fake gurus and all of these fake spiritual teachers, they have to awaken. And a lot of them think that awakening is... A lot of them don't have a clue what ascension actually means. Ascension means hydration in my eyes, okay? Hydrating the soul and getting rid of the toxins, okay? The water that we drink is not loving our body, and the fact that people in the world think that crystals and other things are more important than actual elements that have been hijacked is bizarre to me, okay? Because crystals are for when we are ready to use them with a higher level of consciousness, okay? Some people are able to use crystals and connect with them because they're already accessing that part of themselves, which I do believe that you are one of those people. I just don't think that you are that drawn to doing it all of the time because you're confused with all of this, okay? People pretending to be hermits, you're just not about that anymore, and you're not feeding into all of the dogma and all of the bullshit around it, okay? So you're just trying to get by right now. You're trying to make the right choices in regards to your spiritual journey, okay? And you just really have been working so hard on attracting in the right people, but there's not a lot of people out there that know the wisdom that you do, okay? And the thing about it is, it's like when you go through a lot of breakups and you realize that the only way to access love is through loving yourself first. Excuse me, I just burped. Whoa, that just came out of nowhere. My God, I felt like a massive pressure just come through my heart, and that made me burp. So, yeah, I think the last 7 years have been about loving yourself, and now that you've mastered that in your own way, it's now about getting in the right knowledge that is through basically what I'm picking up is through kind of cutting out a lot of people that talk a lot of shit, okay? Because I think you're starting to see beyond the veil, okay? As the veil is thinning, people can't keep their act up, let's just say that, okay? So that's something that I'm picking up. So you might feel like you're having to let go of a lot of things, but these things that you're letting go of time and time again are because they can never be part of your reality, okay? They just can't. And that's why you're sort of dormant at the minute. Your soul is kind of dormant because it's like, my perspective, the Hanged Man is about having just a different perspective on life, okay? They see things sort of upside down, which in today's world, we are in the upside down. Everything is inverted, okay? But you see through that. You know that you're a part of this timeline, so you just have to wait for the tree of life to grow back its leaves and blossom into this new earth that everybody talks about, okay? Which is this new earth is just about people coming together in community and going back to the way that we used to be, in harmony with nature, and realizing that we hold the power. That's why everything is happening the way it is because people forgot that they have the power to change the world. And yeah, it's just, we have to drop down to this level of consciousness. This is my personal belief. We have to drop down to this level of consciousness to learn about taking back our power in regards to communication, because communication is what is hard for people to discern, because this is a war on the mind, it's a war on technology, it's a war on all of these things that we as a collective decided to come down here, drop down, okay, drop down in consciousness, down. Okay, we're moving like a river, and we're all going to the same destination. So it's just understanding that sometimes people are afraid to come up to the surface, okay? But that's not always needed for everyone at this time. And there's just a lot of things being figured out, is what I'm picking up. A lot of things are still being figured out. We think we're at the end sometimes. We think that things are coming, and you know, we have to be positive, but we also have to realize that you have to get with the program. And a lot of people don't realize that. People are channeling things that don't really matter right now. they don't really matter right now. They will matter in the future. But if you're not listening to people with a curious or a childlike nature, and just enjoying it and not taking it too serious, then you're going to fail. Okay, but you're not going to fail. But you're just noticing that people just take everything so serious. They think that everyone's trying to get spiritual fast, and that's just not the way it goes. That's going to be the biggest wake-up call for so many people, and that's what this is about. Let's just clarify that in dealing with people that are like this. What should you do? What should you do? Oh. So with the 9 of Swords here, you should, what I'm feeling from this is you need to try and get them out of your head. So you need to work on being a little bit forgiving for how they are, because they don't know what you know, okay? And if they did, it would be a whole different situation. So their bad habits, their dark ways of thinking, sometimes it's nothing to do with trying to test you, trying to trigger you, even though triggering you is a good thing. But rather than not sleeping properly or not being able to relax, rather than all of that, okay? Because I feel like as well you are getting a lot of crazy dreams, and you're just getting a lot of like feelings like anxious, but it is because you are sort of picking up on information that's to do with this, okay? And it's just like you're missing, you just want to get to this point now, but you have already got there within, okay? It's just the external world is not fully showing you what you want to see right now, because you want the fancy backyard without having to get the digger in and rip the whole land up, okay? It's like you feel like you're not content with the way humanity is, the way that people talk, the way that people even walk. You just want things to move a little bit more quickly, because you're just fed up with feeling like this dormant energy, okay? Wait. I'll use the right weight again. Let's pull one for the Ace of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. Strength reversed, okay? So with the Strength reversed, I'm feeling that something that will really help you kind of start to find these people that are more in alignment with what you are and what you say and what you like to do, is through building up some confidence, testing yourself, okay? Getting yourself to a place where you are getting into new territory, basically, and trying out different things, okay? Because if the people around you are frustrating you now, that's a good sign to get out. Get out of those situations. Don't hang around those people, okay? Because there is a relation. I keep hearing a relationship. The Devil reversed, okay? I feel like you're worried that you're going to attract in some relationships that are a reflection of what you used to have happen in your own past. Let me just confirm that one. Yeah, look. Three of Swords reversed. This here, these bad habits, these heartbreaks, these patterns that you once had with certain relationships, they're not gonna happen. They're not gonna happen like you expected. It's a new, yeah. Okay, Seven of Cups reversed. This is all a program that needs to be released, because you know deep down in your heart that you will not let anyone take the piss out of you anymore. You'll just not let it happen. You'll not let anyone use you for their own insecurities, their own addictions, their own bad habits, their own darkness, basically, because you're now at a place where the darkness can't really sit well around you. It feels uncomfortable around you because you just don't have time for it. Okay, you don't have time for it, and it's sort of taken a lot out of you. But now it's basically what I'm hearing is the right thing that you can do. I don't want to look at the card yet. The right thing that you can do is for yourself is to see your own worth, okay, and not try and impress anybody anymore. Screw trying to impress people. Do what's best for you. Do what's best for your highest purpose in life, okay? We have the Gathering. I know it. This is to do with this as well, the Ten of Pentacles. This is the type of abundance that's coming for you, okay? We have community, kinship, and companionship. The Gathering, 3-3. 3-3 is if you are a 33 in as a life path, you're someone who is very much of the higher organic timeline, not the more occult inverted version of that, okay? Because you're what you are basically, because occult means hidden knowledge. All of the knowledge that you are gathering right now is for it to be known and shared with everyone, okay? It's just not a lot of it is the right time for people to hear it, okay? But the type of people, look, this is a gathering of souls up there. They're doing a ceremony. These souls have been waiting a long time for all of this, okay? And I honestly feel that you won't have that long to wait until you start meeting and attracting in your soul family, the people that are part of your truth, okay? You won't have that long to wait for them. And these next couple of years and months are all about realizing that you need to trust in yourself more. You need to realize that you can't be 1 foot in and 1 foot out. Okay, you can't be in between two ways of living, basically, okay? Now this does not mean that you just ignore everyone that doesn't have the same opinion as you. Okay, it just means what you're looking for, okay? You have to get your priorities straight. You have to, what is it that you want to see in a community or a companionship? And if you start to notice that the people that are around you don't hold that sort of what is it? What's the word? Oh my god, what collaboration? Like if you feel like it just doesn't work, then just leave it. Let it be. Obviously there are people, there's going to be a lot of people that are going to trigger you. But this is just, they're just kind of there for other reasons. Everything that you're searching for is searching for you, but it requires you to be a little bit more willing to let go of any fears of what might happen. Okay? Because what might happen is just holding you back. The fear of the negative things that might happen are never going to happen. Now I'm gonna probably have to end it here. No, it's okay. Just the music has changed and it's kind of, it's sound baths. So maybe there's a reason for that to come on. Maybe you were supposed to get sound baths. But yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this group number 3. Hope it made sense for someone. And if you liked it, leave a comment down below. And I will see you all in the future. Goodbye.